Are we ready for literature? Good. Okay, literature, every year we start off knowing what the definition of literature is and why we study literature. There's a reason why we study literature, and we need to know why. Otherwise, it's like if we don't have a purpose, then things can get boring and you may not like the subject, but when you understand what the meaning of something is and why we do it, you'll like it even more. Okay? So, and those of you who have been in my class for a couple of years know that Miss Yolanda every year says that if you don't like school, you will by the end of the year. Right, Josue? Okay, you have a paper that looks like this. It says literature on it, okay? And make sure you write your name and date. This is for Wednesday. And I believe Wednesday is August 26th. I hope I'm correct. Usually I like the name on this side, but this was already printed out for me and it's on this side over here. It's for class 2 and this is our first lesson, lesson number 1 in literature. Okay. So I'm going to ask you, the very first question on here is, what is literature? Does anybody from my previous class remember what literature is? It has to do with thoughts. Anybody remember? Too bad we didn't have phones. We could text each other back and forth, huh? Literature is the best written, the best written expression. Expression is things that you can say or think. Mostly, I'm sorry, say or write. Expression is saying something or writing something. In this case, in literature, it would be writing. The best written expression of the best thoughts. Remember, the best written expression of the best thoughts. If you're reading a book and it's not very good expression and it's really bad thoughts, it's not literature and it's probably not worth reading. You wouldn't want to read it. You don't want to read something that's negative or not true. Okay? So I'm going to write the answer for you on the board here. The best literature is the best written, oops, I'm sorry. Anyway, that's I. Written, this is a long word. Oops. Remember, at the end of a sentence, we always put a mark there. In this case, we're going to put a period, which is a dot, and the dot goes right on the line. It doesn't go floating in the air. It's right on the line. It's called a period. That means you finish your sentence, okay? Again, it's the best written expression of the best thoughts. And I'm going to wait about 2 minutes to give everybody a chance to write this. I believe there's some glare. Let me move this up. I hope you're not getting glare. Give everybody a chance. We usually at the beginning of the year, we have new students who are write a little bit slower than those of us who have more practice, and that's okay. We'll wait for them. Okay, while you're still writing, I'm going to ask another question. Does anyone know what the best means? What is best? How do we find out what best means? Well, we can go to a dictionary, but we can also go to the Bible. The Bible tells us what the best is. The Bible tells us almost everything. I believe everything. Everything we need to know, the Bible, it's in the Bible. Okay? So if you have a Bible, which I'm sure you do, there's a Bible in the house, and you want to look up the verse, but you don't really need to because I already typed it out for you right here in the middle of your paper. I typed out Philippians 4:8. In Philippians 4:8, it tells us exactly what the best is. Okay, and let's read it together. What I like to do in my class is I like for everyone, whenever we read together, I want everybody to put their finger on the word that we're reading and you follow along, because when you come across a word that you don't know and you hear it read, it'll help you to learn how to read it. The more you see it, you recognize it, you'll read faster. Okay, so I want everybody to put their finger on the first word, and I always read slow to make sure that everybody stays with us. Okay, Philippians 4:8 says, finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true. What did it say? It says, whatever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, that means fair, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. God tells us that we should think on things that are true, honest. What is it? True, honest, pure, lovely, good report, and praiseworthy. Those are the things that we should think about. It says at the very end, think on these things. And remember, the literature is the best written expression of the best thoughts. So literature are the best thoughts. And the verse tells us to think on these things. So those things are the best. So let's move down. The best is. The best is, I'm going to cover our date up there. The best is the most good. You're not going to write the whole thing. This is already written for you, and then there's a line. You're going to write most good. The best is the most good. Those are the things you're going to think about. And when people write stories or books, they write their best thoughts. Okay? And while you write that, I'm going to erase this so we can do our next. Write the next thing. And if you didn't finish writing this, you can always watch it again, pause the video, and write it. Okay? So when you finish writing the most good, you're going to go down. And it says the best things are. The way we know what the best things are is by going to the Bible. The Bible tells us what this is. So if you have a highlighter, I don't have mine with me, a highlighter or a pencil, I want you to circle those things that are the best. So let's read it again and I'll tell you which ones to circle. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, circle true. Okay? Whatsoever things are honest, I want you to circle honest. Whatsoever things are just, I want you to circle just. Whatsoever things are pure, circle pure. Pure means not contaminated by bad stuff. It's only good stuff. Whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report. I think all of us like to hear good news. Whenever you hear someone speaking good of someone else, or you hear good news, good report, that's what that is. Circle good report. So far we have true 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, believe we need 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need one more. If there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. Circle virtue. Okay. Virtue is like God, holy. Okay. So I believe you should have 7. So now you're going to write all those things that you circled. You're going to write them in this column that you have here. So the first one we circled was, let me get something. I'll hold this up better. The first one you're going to write on your list is true. The best things that are true. The best things that are honest. The best things that are just. The best things that are pure. Okay, you guys have a column going all the way down. I ran out of space here, so I'm gonna start a second column, but you guys keep going down on your paper. Whatsoever things are lovely, I'm sorry, let me see. I'm trying not to get in your way and it's making me like bad penmanship. Good report. 6. Virtue. Virtue. Ooh, I got it right. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Okay. So good literature must have these qualities in them. Good literature should be something that is written, that is true, that is honest, that is just, that is pure, lovely, good report, and virtuous. If you have books at home that don't have these, it's probably not worth keeping them. We only want to keep books and read books that have these qualities in them, okay? That's what the Bible tells us, all right? So today we learned what literature is. Tomorrow we're going to learn why we read literature. Or I'm sorry, let me see. Yes, we're going to learn that tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll have another video on the next page. So remember you have a checkoff sheet. So down here where it says literature, it says what is literature? Once you finish this, you can check what is literature. You can check that off because you're done with it. You're finished. But remember, you must have your name and date on it, okay? I want name and date on every single paper. And tomorrow we will do what is the purpose of literature. Okay, we're only going to have 2 days of literature this week because on Friday, instead of history and literature, which we're not doing history anyways, Miss Bella is preparing an art class for you guys, and she'll be doing a video for Friday so you guys can do some art. Okay, if you have any questions, call me. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.